I've said this once and I've said it twice and I've said it a trillion times. All right. Before you decide to have kids, you have to make sure that you are ready to have kids. Even if you're going to go out there and buy a pet, you have to make sure that you're ready to house that pet.
Yeah.
This story right here is really, listen, I'm going to let y'all hear it and let me know what you think.
I realized the other day I ruined my career the day that I had my son. I absolutely demolished everything that I had worked my ass off for. And it's fucking ruined. And on top of that, he's been sick for like the past 4 months. He fucking has another ear infection. So now I have to miss more work, more time away from my job. Like, I'm about to lose my job because I have a sick kid. What the fuck, man? And if you were ever like, oh, I'll just be a single mom, it'll be fine. This is what it's like. This. This is being a single mom. Fuck. Everybody have a great day. Fucking A, man.
Wait. Is this some kind of Save the Children Foundation that we just finished watching? Because I'm lost here. I hear the sad music in the background. TikToks are really becoming more impressive day by day. Like, what's going on? Like, you're telling your story, but you have this music playing in the background. Like, you want the drama, and you know what I'm saying? You want the tears coming out. And
the sound music,
I'm
right?
saying to myself, she used the word ruined, which is a very harsh word to be using. And not only once, but she said it twice.
Yep.
Maybe a few more other times. She means it. So
exactly.
There's no reconciliation in what she just said.
Now, here's the thing, right? And remember what I said in the intro? That's why it's really important to plan having kids. All right? Now, when I seen this video, I was like, girl, bring your son to us. We'll take care of him because, no child deserves to be talked down upon like that.
Correct.
Right? A child is a blessing, first and foremost. There's a lot of people, once again, there's a lot of people who would make great parents, but they can't have children. And to see that this person was fertile enough to bring a child into this world. And they bring the child into the world to complain. All right, let's pick this story apart piece by piece. She says that her corporate career is ruined because she has a son. And according to what she's saying, it sounds like she's a single mom. Now, here's the thing. She didn't mention anything about an ex-husband or anything of that sort, right? I don't know why people keep putting themselves in this situation, especially in this day and age where there's not a lot of naive people anymore. Let's just say this, because for a lot of us who are a certain age, right? Whether you be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, listen, even the kids now these days, teenagers,
kind of know
what's going on in the world.
They do.
Okay? Because back in our day, we were so sheltered. It's like, it's like you could pull anything over our heads and we'll probably believe it. In this day and age, I think everybody has some type of know-how as to what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially with their bodies.
Correct.
You laid down.
Yep.
You had a child. And I'm pretty certain you had fun creating this child.
Yeah.
Now that the child is here, the child seems to be a burden.
Yeah. She's fully regretful.
And
I'm saying to myself, this child have to get older one day and actually see this video.
Could you imagine?
Then you see, a lot of times
People don't think.
Male and female,
Mhm.
right? They get up on TikTok, they get up on YouTube, they
Social media.
and they make all these videos doing all this X, Y, Z and all this other stuff for attention, views, clicks, likes, subscribers, whatever the hell it might be. You don't think that you have a family. If you got kids behind you who are going to possibly see these videos
Jesus.
afterwards, you just destroyed their future, because now they're going to be tormented by other kids in the
Yes.
school, because everybody watch social media these days.
Yes.
Right? So I don't think she thought this one out too clearly.
Listen, she didn't at
She's
all.
100%
She didn't at all.
regretful about her
Yes.
what she did. Yes, kids are kids. They are going to get sick, just like every human being have to get sick.
And let me tell you something, right? We have 3 kids, okay? We have kids ranging from ages 24 all the way down to soon to be 13. And let me tell you something. Each child is different. But one thing I will tell you, with every child, you better make sure that financially, socially, emotionally, physically, and
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it is.
you gotta be ready.
You know what it is.
You have to be ready.
Yeah.
You know what really pisses me off with a lot of parents, right? Because every pregnancy is different. But usually during the time of conception, everybody's all happy.
Yeah.
Baby shower and all this crazy stuff, and everybody's just super stoked and happy. First couple months, nice and happy. But for some reason, just before that child turns into a toddler, that child now becomes a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Everything is a complaint. A lot of people who have children are not ready, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it loud and clear.
They like the act, they like the fun, but they don't like the responsibility.
If a lot of children had the opportunity to choose who their parents were going to be, a lot of parents would not be parents.
Would not be parents, exactly.
They wouldn't be, because a lot of people, they make horrible parents. In fact, they make horrible people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This woman is acting as if the child is terminally ill. You know, God forbid, hopefully everything, clears up. It seems that this child is teething. It seems like this child has a viral infection. Okay? When children are little, they're susceptible to all types of stuff.
Their hands are always
Let me
in their
tell you
mouth.
something.
Everything goes in the mouth.
When I had the first one, he's 24, like I said. Easy breezy. Didn't require much. Barely even got sick. Okay? Now, he had asthma, but it wasn't bad or anything like that, right? Typical little situations here and there. By the time we had the second one, Prince breastfed, first of all, for 18 months. Okay? So by the time I had the second one, I was like, we're going to do things a little different. And I became a stay-at-home mom because I was able to be prepared in order to do so, because he was planned. That's the difference. I had not a coach, but
a wingman now.
Yes. I had my husband, right? Co-parenting. It makes the situation easy. You know what it's like to breastfeed about 10 times a day? Literally, like 10 times a day. I was breastfeeding 24/7 in the supermarket, every place known to mankind. The kid had diarrhea every second, because if you breastfeed, they tend to go to the bathroom a lot more, right? Not to mention, by the time he started teething, he had high fevers. Remember, babe?
Yes.
With severe diarrhea.
Of course.
Diarrhea up the back diarrhea. Yeah. For those of us who are parents, we know, right? When you go to pick the baby up and you have diarrhea literally all up their back.
Yeah.
That was Prince. With every tooth, diarrhea and fever.
Yeah.
We had to make sure we dedicate our time to taking care of him. I didn't even care about sleep at that point in time. Neither did my husband.
Yeah.
And when we did have to sleep, we kind of took shifts. He was like, babe, you get some rest. This child is eating too much, first of all, then, and it was just like different things, right? Like I said, 1 minute it's the teething, then it's the fever, then it's a little viral infection. Every kid gets that.
Of course.
By the time we had Princess, Princess was smooth sailing as well. However, when it came down to the teething, same problem. She didn't breastfeed long, just a typical, maybe 6 to 9 months. That was it, right? And like I said, with the teething, same thing, the fevers. Up every night, you got to make sure you soothe them. You got to make sure you do what you got to do as a parent. That's what parents do. Parents give up things for children all the time, as you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Children did not ask to be born into these stressful ass situations.
That's what they become, stressful environments.
This
after
is
a while,
crazy.
because you're frustrated as the parent. You're not capable of doing certain things, as far as I wouldn't say sacrificing. I mean, like, as far as just giving up some of your time and space to now invite this new person in it.
Right.
You're accustomed to sleeping late. You're accustomed to doing certain things according to how you do it. So now this person here becomes a problem to you.
What you're right, because what gets me
yeah.
as well is like, once they have children, they don't understand that these changes involved. You can't hang out as you want to hang out anymore. It's not about you anymore. It's about the child, 24/7.
Yes.
You had a job in corporate, okay, it is what it is. Maybe you could try to work something out where you could work from home.
Work from home.
My mom, she had 4 kids, and she made sure she stayed home with all of us until we turned 5, and whoever birthday was in January, and pretty much from October to January, she made sure that she stayed home until we were 6. Some went to school at 5, some went to school at 6 because of the birthday cutoff. She didn't complain. She did what she had to do. You gotta make adjustments around your kids. See if you could speak to the supervisor, and maybe they would allow you to work from home.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, some of them do have kids. Some of them do have families.
Maybe you can't be in the corporate sector right now until your son, maybe turns 5 or 6, and then things will be better. But
she's
you can't keep complaining. And these are the type of parents, when they get they lose their minds, they do harmful stuff to the kids.
As if it's the kid's fault. It's
right,
not the
exactly.
Kid's fault. You got to learn to take actions for your own. Just learn to be. Stop with the selfish behaviors when it comes to these children. These children are the most innocent
little people
on this planet. Like, they're so.
They're worthy of love and nothing less.
Yeah.
Nothing less. And if you can't provide that for the kid, then something, maybe you just have to make other decisions where you just can't be in that kid's life. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you laid down, you had the kid, you knew that the person you was laying down with probably, I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously it seems like he's not there. And a lot of women, they always find themselves in the same stupid situation, even in 2025.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier,
some of them know.
We should be a little bit smarter, because it's more it's this, like, our mindsets, right? We're not, everything is taken over by innovation. I would like to think we're a lot smarter as people. We're a lot more advanced, but yet we still make the same stupid decisions as if we're still living back in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's get it together. If you know you wanted to be that corporate girl, then maybe you should have thought about getting married, right? And then having children. So therefore, you and your partner could figure things out. Right. Let me tell you, when I tell you, it's so much easier to do things the right way. Plan it out. Yeah. This is what sensible people do.
Structure things out much better.
Right. Don't go around just doing this and doing that and doing. No, everything has to be strategically planned out in order to be successful. You know what I'm saying? In every aspect. But anyway, y'all, let us know what you thought about this crazy video, and we will definitely hit you back with another video.